Hello guys, this is WOR Social Race around COTA. This is my first league race on the F1 25 game. Well, I mean, it's not a league race because there are basically no rules, like you can do whatever you want as it won't have any consequence, and it's not in a championship, so it's not really a league race. As you can see, this lap is starting horribly. I had to make a right turn going into left-hander corner, so yeah, it's definitely not the optimal start of the lap. It's only a 0.6 first sector, which is really slow, and you can see I'm missing the apexes everywhere. I have done quite a lot of preparation for this, not because I wanted to prepare for this race specifically, but I went through a lot of circuits in the previous week to create setups for everyone, and I struggled quite a lot with COTA, so I had to spend quite a lot of time here to create a good setup. As you can see, at the second sector split, I'm only doing a 0.8 split, which is horrible, and you can just see that this lap is not coming together, let's just say that. But yeah, we are now arriving to the last two corners, and this was a horrible last two corners. At the last corner I just took it safe to at least not invalidate the lap. I am P1 for now, but as you can see, basically I was the second car on the circuit. So as we jump into my second lap, you can see I have dropped back to P10, and now I hope to improve a lot. You can see there's some traffic in front of me, unfortunately. Well, this turn one wasn't good either, but much better than the previous one, that's for sure. I wanted to be around top 5 for the quali. I didn't know how my pace was before this event, but I felt like I will be rather close to the front of the grid rather than the rear. But yeah, you can see I'm already nearly 1 tenth up. I lost a bit of time in this corner, and also the end of sector 1 wasn't really optimal, or the start of sector 2, sorry. And now we arrive into this slow section. I missed the apex again, but it's still not that bad of a lap. I haven't touched a single apex on this lap yet. But I mean, the lap time is still not that bad, and I know I have a lot of time left in the last two corners, but again I have to lift through this high-speed corner. And in the last corner, I think, yeah, I have a bit of a slide. I lost a bit of time, but it's still a 0.2, which is quite a good lap, I would say. And now we jump into my final lap of qualifying. I mean, I was hoping to get pole position at this stage because I saw that I think I had the best pace in the quali. And you can see my first corner was much cleaner than previously. Still not optimal, but much better, and I'm already nearly 1 tenth up. Then through sector 1 I managed to improve even more, and as we arrive into the second sector, sorry, I managed to gain even more time, and now I am more than 1.5 tenths up. And as we arrive into this very important corner, you can see I have a slide, and this corner is important because if you have a slide at the exit, you will carry that momentum loss through the whole straight. And as you can see, I lost nearly 1 tenth as we arrived to the last corner of sector 2, and I completely missed the apex. I went way too deep, and at this point I knew that this lap was gone, so I wanted to push as hard as I could to maybe somehow improve on my previous lap, but My last sector was quite good on my previous lap, so there's not that much ways to improve, so I carry in a lot of speed into this second to last corner and I just mess it up. I have a big slide and this is the end of qualifying. But thankfully I ended up P2 behind Angelo, and now we're gonna jump straight into the race. And as you can see, I am starting on the hard tires while everyone else is starting on the mediums, so this is going to give me quite a hard time in the first few laps as the lights go out and I try to defend the inside line from Leoland, but I go a bit too deep and we have a bit of contact with Gabriel in the first corner and he actually becomes a ghost car just like me, and now I'm trying to stay ahead of him. We are literally going inside each other, which is kind of strange, but yeah, and I pick up my first warning already for track limits, and here I had to let Gabriel go past, so I lost 2 positions at the start. But now already at the first opportunity I'm going to try and re-overtake Gabriel, and I go down the inside and we have a bit of contact at the exit again. Because of this I managed to overtake him, and now I am trying to get the slipstream from Leoland to overtake or at least stay ahead of Joe Murphy, my teammate for this race, and I managed to do so. I defend the inside line and I managed to keep 3rd position at the end of the straight. The most important thing now is to keep myself within the DRS of Leoland and Angelo, and I managed to do that for now. But here is the tricky part. We are now in the first sector and those tires are probably about 7/10 quicker per lap, so I have to try and somehow stay within the DRS of them for this lap, and after that I will be fine, and I managed to do so. Here is the detection point and I'm within 1 second, more than enough to get the DRS, and from this point onwards my race should be quite easy in terms of sticking with them until they pit. But as you can see, as we arrive to the braking zone, I have a massive slide and this is gonna cost me the DRS, and not only that, I picked up a warning for track limit as well, which is really unfortunate. Now I have put myself in a really bad position. It went from an amazing start to a horrible start. I will have to be very careful with the track limits as well, because if I get one more track limit warning then I will get a 3-second time penalty, which will ruin my race, because in COTA it's really important that you don't have penalties. We are going to skip to lap 7 of the race and we are arriving into the same braking zone where I made the mistake on the previous lap, and you can see I cut the inside a bit more than it's allowed again, and unfortunately already on lap 3 I get a 3-second time penalty, which is really not optimal and a massive skill issue from my side. Honestly, I was not expecting to get a penalty there, because I usually don't get a penalty until my tires don't touch the grass on the inside, and here it didn't touch the grass on the inside, so I was quite surprised that I got a penalty. But anyways, as you can see, I'm now in lap 5 and I have managed to get within the DRS of Leoland and Angelo. I am 9/10 away from them, so I have to try and do the best last sector I can. I think at this point the hard tires were already quicker than the mediums, and I managed to get the DRS from Leoland, and this is going to help out my race massively. You can see I'm sliding quite a lot because I have just reached the dirty air of Leoland, and on this game the dirty air is much stronger than on previous years, so I have to get used to it. And now we are on lap 7, and you can see I'm really close to Leoland here, so I'm going to try and overtake at least him on this straight. So I'm gonna use my battery. I want to overtake them as soon as possible and try to break the DRS. And as you can see, Angelo and Leoland have a bit of a misunderstanding, and I nearly broke my wing because of it. But here I tried to switch back both of them, and I managed to overtake Leoland. I'm going side by side with Angelo, but I have a little slide, and now on the exit I'm going around the outside of Leoland, but Angelo has a bit of a slide and I go into the back of him, and now I'm trying to overtake Angelo around the outside, and I managed to do so. But like this, Angelo will get the DRS, and that is something I calculated with. I wanted to be at least P2 for the next straight, and if Angelo overtakes me here, which as you can see he does, I will be easily P2 by the time we get to the back straight, and I will be able to overtake him. And from that point onwards I want to try and break the DRS. As you can see, here is a picture of my front wing after that contact with Angelo. I'm really surprised that I got damage from that contact, because the damage is on reduced, and you usually don't get front wing damages from this slide contacts. But another driver, Tamás Kökény, has also got quite a big damage from a really small contact on the same race. But now we are on the back straight, and as you can see, I am only 5/10 behind of Angelo, and this will be a really easy move. He tries to defend the inside a bit, but he can't do anything about it, and I move up to first position, and from this point onwards I'm just going to try to break the DRS. You might have missed it, but we have cut to lap 16 of the race. As you can see, Angelo and Leoland has disappeared. They are now in 4th and 5th position. They have pitted for hards, and this is the lap where I am going to pit for mediums. And you can see Angelo is already only 8.7 seconds behind, so it's quite close. But now I'm going to pit for mediums, and my tires will be about 1.5 seconds quicker than theirs. So I should be able to catch back up to them and overtake them, unless I will be held up by the field, of course. Unfortunately, I had to wait for Luca Ripassa to pass me in the pit lane, so I lost a bit of time. And as you can see, I came out from the pits in P11, and I joined back behind Larry Tulke, who has internet issues, and I was quite worried that he was going to ruin my race because of his internet, because as you can see he's lagging quite a lot. But I managed to catch up to them in quite a good position, because he doesn't have DRS and I will have DRS, so it should be quite an easy move on him. And of course, as expected, it's going to be a really easy move on Larry Tulke. He doesn't have the tires, he's probably out of ERS as well. And now you can see that I'm only 1.5 seconds away from the hard tire runners. That pack is up to P3, I think. So if I manage to get past everyone from this group, I will be already P3. At this point, Angelo is about 11 or 12 seconds ahead of me. And already on this lap I managed to get in the DRS of Ryan Grob. And as you can see, Tom Roberts in the Haas has been hit, and he lost quite a bit of time, so I managed to overtake him, and now I'm already going down inside of Ryan Grob. I went in a bit too deep, but this actually helped me because I avoided the Aston Martin who got spun around, and now I am stuck behind Gabriel Contino, who is on older and worse tires than me, and yeah, this is what I have to avoid in the next few laps, because I'm just losing time behind them. So on this straight I really need to overtake them, but the virtual safety car comes out, and this means that I have to spend another lap behind them, and I'm just losing time of the race. But now the virtual safety car is coming in at the end of this lap, and I'm trying to get a really good restart, which I do, and I'm already overtaking Sergio Sobrino, who had a terrible restart, and I go down the inside of both cars and I managed to overtake both of them. I left the room for Gabriel, but he decided to back out either race, so there was no contact. This was a really good move, and now I have to overtake my teammate Joe Murphy for the podium, and after that I will have to do quali laps after quali laps to catch back up to Leo Land and later Angelo. As you can see, I am in the DRS of Joe, so this should be quite an easy move. My tires are way faster than his. I have a lot of ERS left, so this is going to be a really easy move once again. Yep, easy. And then now I am 9.2 seconds behind Angelo, so we are going to have to watch that gap. It's going to go down quite rapidly, I think. It should go down quite rapidly. Of course I have a bit of front wing damage, but I don't think that should affect it that much. And now we skip to lap 19, and to the end of lap 19 I should say. And you can see I set the fastest lap, and the gap is already down to 8.9 seconds. I'm already only 4.4 seconds away from Leo Land, so I think I'm definitely going to catch up to Leo Land at least. But as you can see in a few moments, unfortunately the safety car comes out, because Sergio Sobrino and Luca Ripassa had a massive collision at the back. So unfortunately now everyone will be on the same tires. This is a replay of what happened. As you can see, Luca Ripassa absolutely murdered Sergio Sobrino, and this gave us the opportunity to pit for another set of medium tires. But interestingly, Angelo has stayed out on the old hard tires, and I was really surprised by this. As you can see, Leo Land also came into the pits. Everyone else is coming into the pits, but Leo Land has put on a new set of hards instead of mediums. I guess he ran out of medium tires. He probably chose the harder tire allocation. And also Richard Sprogis has stayed out on old mediums. So I am in a really good position, because everyone ahead of me is on either worse tires than me, or older tires. So yeah, as we jump to the restart, I do a Max Verstappen on the restart, so not optimal. And remember, I have a 3-second time penalty, so it would be really important for me to overtake everyone ahead of me as soon as possible, and then try to break away by 3 seconds to win the race. Leo Land already goes down the inside of Richard Sprogis, and Angelo has a slide on the exit, so he manages to overtake both cars. And this is really not optimal for me, because like this, Leo Land will get a chance to break the DRS unless I can overtake Richards and Angelo quite soon. So already at this point I was thinking about going down the inside before the long straight, but at the end I decided to wait until the straight, and I got a really good exit. I'm already within a tenth to Richard Sprogis, and this should be quite an easy move. And I was thinking of going down inside of Angelo as well, and this is what I am going to do. I go down the inside, I am next to Angelo, he doesn't leave the room, he turns in like I'm not there, and now this is something I was really not expecting. Angelo completely murders me on purpose, then as I try to rejoin, he murders me once again, and with the grassy tires we touch once again, and like this I have fallen back to P7, and actually Joel is overtaking me, so I am P8, and we touch with Joel as well. It's a small contact. I thought he was still going to be a ghost. and I got even more front wing damage from this contact. So this race has turned into chaos, unfortunately, and it's really not working out for me. As you can see, Joel is moving under braking, so I had to dive bomb him. I really didn't want to, but I couldn't do anything. I had to avoid contact, and as you can see now, Angelo is blocking me on purpose to help Joel overtake me. He was just angry that he messed up his strategy, I think, and probably it was driving out of anger. I can't really think of anything else, but you will see that this is not the last time we see Angelo in action during this race, as Joel has to dive bomb Angelo because Angelo moved under braking again, and as you can see, Angelo is driving into Joel on purpose because he doesn't want Joel to pass him, and he's driving into him still, and we have contact again. I can't stop like this because I've been hit on the braking, so I let Joel pass. I don't want to overtake him like this, and now I'm gonna go down inside again to defend from Angelo, but I'm going to leave the room for Joel, and behind us a huge crash happened, and Angelo has crashed into the wall on purpose, and he caused another safety car, but this time we are going to stay out, of course. This is what happened. This is the point of view from Gabriel, and you can clearly see 3 cars going side by side into the corner. I mean, it's never gonna end well, is it? So now we are at the restart, and again I fall asleep during the restart. It's something that I keep doing during this race. I don't know what I was thinking, but you can see with the front wing damage my car is just not turning anymore. So yeah, these last few laps are going to be quite hard. We have 2 laps remaining. At this point this race was gone already. I tried to go down inside of Joel, but I back out of it because it was just pointless, and we are going to skip to lap 28, which is the final lap of the race. Basically I have no chance of doing anything anymore. My tires are still quicker than some other people's tires, but I think it's just the race is not working out. I think I could have won with or without the first safety car, but after Angelo killed me there was no chance anymore. As you can see, the guys are fighting up ahead, so I was hoping to pick up the pieces, but as you can see they are keeping it quite clean, so I won't really have any shot. I was really disappointed at this point because I really wanted to win this race. I think I had the pace, and yeah, it just hasn't gone my way, unfortunately. And yeah, you will see that I was quite annoyed, and on the last corner I try a move that is just completely unnecessary, and I completely murdered Joel, and I'm really sorry once again to Joel. I have apologized to him. It was such an unnecessary move from my point, from my side. It's completely my fault, of course. I take full blame. I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. Yeah. So in the end I finished P7. Realistically that would be P8 if I didn't kill Joel. I would probably get quite a big penalty for this move as well in a league race, but it is what it is. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.